Ziggity Zig back with another episode of Oxygen Not Included. I have a small monster down here eating my stuff, and everyone's just gone to bed. I can zoom out a little bit, but what am I currently working on? I've just logged back into the game. I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing. I think what I'm trying to worry about currently is I should have enough oxygen. I probably will want to eventually make an algae eater because I think I will want some algae, and really it comes down to keeping... Well, obviously it's all about oxygen, but the problem that I've been having is that I don't really want to take any chances, because every time I take chances, I lose said oxygen. But I feel like we could probably get into this area here, because I mean, all this is bad right there. So we want to pressurize with these algae pushers. What do you got over here? Novice research. Oh, right. And probably a... Oh, yeah, okay, we got 4 mush bars on the way. That's excellent. What kind of research am I working on? I'm working on farming tech. Cool. So really not too far into that kind of tech just yet. The air is pretty awful down there. What do I have insofar as oxygen production? I do have an algae deoxidizer, which is going to take an awful lot of algae. Food... can't do too much with stations. I have both the science stations, but really it's just this one that seems to be the big issue. I'm hiding my pipes and my wires in behind my tile floor, which I'm pretty pleased about. Moving my way up here and getting into some cool nonsense oxygen. I guess the only other thing I could do would be to start like working on a bit of that, and there. We're gonna start having that work. So the oxygen is going to slowly float out of here. What kind of water is that? That's regular water. So there's just a ridiculous amount of water. But the problem here is, as far as plumbing goes, I don't have the liquid pipe or the liquid pump, but I just have access to an awful lot of water. And I already had access to this water down here. Did this one just take extra long? Is that what's going on? Insufficient oxygen generation is a bit of an issue, but that comes down to whether or not I can gain enough algae to have that stop being a problem. I feel like I've got plenty of that, but then that comes down to where... Oh, right! I was going to make some planter boxes all down here. Yes, alright, that's next. And then this 3-box row down here will continue. Okay, so that's good. But the question is whether or not 200. This is all barely breathable right here. It's, you know, really awesome up here, but... Oh, do we want to put a algae squeezer down here to make more oxygen down here, or will it just pump up there and therefore squeeze all the carbon dioxide back down in this direction? This seems to have boosted all the carbon dioxide all over the place, so I'm not sure that was impeccably helpful or not, but I think really I want to get the planter boxes because hopefully those will help a little bit with the air. I don't really want to go through too much algae just yet. Like, I want to wait and plow through all of my algae later when that is necessary, when I'm out of other options. I've still got lots of oxygen up there. Well, no, that's barely breathable oxygen, but there's another vacuum. There's 2 vacuums over here, so lots of copper to be had. But I can't quite figure out if I want to start digging so much, or if really the oh, do I need dirt? Do I have dirt? Okay, I have plenty of dirt. What am I missing? Because this is work pending, ingredients, dirt, deliver the dirt, and there it is. Alright, he's delivered dirt, so that can continue. Good. So how's my research doing? 1 more, and then we're at farming tech. Why did I make farming tech? Oh, right, because I wanted a planter box. Booyaka slam diggity. Skill increase. Bam! Alright, so what's next? Do we want gas piping? I think we want liquid piping because I've got so much water. I want to start organizing it and start putting it places. So we'll do... I can make an algae terrarium, but it also emits... Oh. Recycles carbon dioxide into a small amount of oxygen, gains a minor efficiency boost in direct light. Algae colony. I mean, yay, right? Oh, and I need to find a spot to put a composter. But predominantly, I need to put a couple of... Come on! I can't fit them in a 2-box. Well, that's a shame. Alright. Well, let's start like this. And then I can put the planter boxes down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's have 6. Because how much... What kind of air pressure do they need? Does it say... Decor -2 periodically. Well, we'll worry about that, because if that becomes a huge issue, then I can put some of the algae scroungers down there. This... Oh, we might... It is possible that when everyone barfs, they will barf into the clean water supply. So part of me wants to put the clean water supply, like, up top, if that makes any sense whatsoever, and drain that out, and then make a tank for the dirty water. I mean, no seed selected. Mealwood seed, plant, mealwood seed, plant. Did my narcoleptic dude just fall asleep? Yes, I think so. Insufficient oxygen. Research complete. Research is continuing. My report. We'll look at the report for tomorrow. What did I say we were gonna do? About like 3 days per. I think was how we were gonna work that. That seems fine to me. Skill increase. Yay! Everyone's doing lovely. So that is my tiny battery. What is my power like at the moment? Power wasted. 2.6 kilojoules sounds like a lot of power. So I feel like might be time for a second battery. Tiny battery. Can I? No, I can't choose what I make it out of. So there's no point there. The compost bin. You only have 2 visits left. That is, well, especially now, that is very, very poor. And this is, yeah, this is where the nasty stuff is. So I guess I could come down here more and put an outhouse there, but I think, I mean, it's not great, but it's probably best that I just put the compost bin right here next to the outhouse. Is it going to be the worst thing in the world? A little. But, you're good. Air's fine. You can technically grow in carbon dioxide because, hey, you're a plant. Hey, I'm a plant, I'm furious. Hey, I'm a plant, I'm hydrogen. Could get in there with the oxygen... the hydrogen area, but I'm a little trepidatious about that just yet, where you kind of get in, sort of wall it off, gas in, gas out. But the other thing I feel like is, what's going on there? Mealwood seed. Check. That was giving me a error message of some kind. A couple of sweeps over in that side of things. It's bugging me that I still have all this algae to dig out, but... And we have this up here, so this is effectively the best place... No, it's not all that... That's not all that good, but it is going to work itself out, so... I think it might just be the fact that we have some low pressure. Mealwood seed, more mealwood seed. Well, biscuits. So this might have to be that side of things. I could put an algae oxidizer, which sucks. It turns oxygen... Oh! Stop eating my dirt. It turns carbon dioxide into oxygen, but the algae deoxidizer, it turns algae into new oxygen, so it produces a whole bunch of oxygen. I was using that before, and I had a crazy amount. Coal, are you eating my coal? Oh no, he's overheated. What's my heat? 30 degrees. I mean, it's like super warm over here. It's 40, 46, 47 degrees. I am surrounded by heat, which is mostly bad. Meantime, daily report for cycle 5. 2.6. Oxygen generation is down. Calorie generation is up. Stress change is good. How's everyone doing, actually? No, wait. V? There we go. 0% stress. Everyone's fine. Zigmo, Griff, and Vic. What's happening here? 0.6 cycles. I feel like I'd like another person. Let's put them right here. We'll all sleep in conjunction with each other, as long as the next person does not snore, which we hope is probably the case. I'm not speeding up or slowing down just because I feel like this is a pretty decent speed to have stuff going. Next, we're going to throw some tile under there. I mean, this wall, that sort of sucks a little bit, because that needs to get dug out so that I can build the outhouse, because this, or not the outhouse, but the compost bin, because what is, atmospheric pressure is too low. Oh wait, hang on. Plant. Stifled. Y'all biscuit heads are stifled. Well, alright. Algae deoxidizer. I feel I can put that right there. And that should do some damage. I forget if that requires power. It does require power. Electrical wire. There. See? Did I put a tile there? Bloop. I thought I did. But I guess not. So that'll be less stifled once we get there. But, let's continue on with those meals. Because this meal would... I will need this. This will be a big thing. Missing foundation. Yes, that is a fair point. What's going on here? How's my research? 10 out of 20 for liquid piping, and then I can start doing liquid piping all over the place. And I can liquid pipe some of this up and across, and I can make a shower, which, I mean, we could make shower sections up here. That'd be pretty sweet, I dare say. So we got water. There's lots of water up here, so I almost feel like this is... But that's chlorine. And there's that... No, that's actual oxygen, so that could... spread downward. It's barely breathable oxygen. This is mostly breathable for the moment. So if I open up another vacuum without starting to pump out the algae out of this machine, then that will probably be bad. I don't want to... Again, I don't want to run an algae too quick. Why? I have a whole bunch of water. So where is the water? I mean, I only have a storage container there, a storage container. I only have 3 storage containers. Seems pretty cool. Caught, unassigned. Oh, right, because, 0.3, the duplicate will be here by the end of the day, and then I will assign that duplicate to this cot at about 5. 5 seems like a good number. This is about to be contaminated area, so that's not great, and I don't really... Do I want to have the compost bin next to the source of water? That seems like a terrible, terrible idea. I'd like to build this algae deoxidizer, but I'm not quite sure what everyone's priorities are at the moment. What is your problem here? Everyone just keeps falling asleep. This is the thing that usually leads me to continuing to bring in more duplicates until everything just goes terribly. Out of order requires emptying, but they can't empty it down there because it's tough to breathe. Griff is sick of that, so he's going upstairs. Vic is... pooping? I don't know. Because we are... How close are we to toilets? Oh, wait, no. That's sanitation sciences. So we are a far way off from outhouses. Or from that kind of toilet. So I really do need the compost heap. But the issue there... Plumbing? No. No, it's refinement? Yeah, there we go. Decor minus 20. Requirements: contaminated dirt into fertilizer. That produces fertilizer and heat. Well... That's not the worst thing in the world. Why don't we just put it right there? And honestly, prioritize it a bit. There. Gonna be made out of sandstone. I've got loads of sandstone. Not worried too much about the oxygen. Well, actually, yes, I am. There. Let's do this and get that done. If you please, could take care of that. We got a skill increase going on, but then we're gonna take care of this algae, dealginizers. No one is fixing the outhouse because there's never any air down here. I do need this more than I think I need this. Whoa! Oh, he peed all over the place. Not into the water! That's... Alright. That's just great. No, don't go over there into the water. Please don't contaminate my water. He peed in the water supply. How dare you pee in the water supply? There! Oh, he did it. He did it. Look. Well, that's off to a great start. Liquid pipe bridge and liquid piping, percolation, biodistiller, electrolyzer. Well then. So we already have... Here we have contaminated water already. I choose a duplicate. Loud sleeper. Well, it ain't gonna be you. Bottomless stomach. Calorie burn rate is pretty high. Athletics and construction, though. Irritable bowel, narcoleptic. Longer to do their business, but they are a quick learner. Well, let's have Brady then. And we'll name him Sean. He's destructive at stress. What does Twinkle Toes do? Athletics is very high. Maybe this should be Sean. Because I'd rather not have anyone destructive, because that sucks. There. Give me Sean. And then apply that cot to Sean. Combat? Where? Oh. It's attacking this guy. Attack! Kill him! Kill him! Here, Huckleberry. What is all this nonsense? Got him. And then I guess mopping this also. Why is there so much contaminated water right here? Did someone else pee because our outhouse wasn't working? This needs to get moved over to the compost heap, I believe. We do have some stinky areas. And I'll drop it over. It's very close. Why do we not have power set up there? Is this on the go? Anything happening here? There we go, that's the one. Alright, so the algae deoxidizer is going to start boosting things into the air. Yeah, because we've got contaminated oxygen as well. That's no good. I mean, that shouldn't be coming off of this this compost bin. How do I... Wait. No. Breaks into details. Does it tell me? Thermal connectivity doesn't really tell. I mean, look at this. It's just boosting it out. So as far as organic goes, we do have 1,200 kilos of algae. I can get a silly amount more, but liquid piping is on its way. We'll see how fast we go through the current stuff, I guess. This is pissing me off because it's starting to not match up. I need these tall bits. Ziggity's gone to sleep. This is pumping some oxygen into the supply. Down here, making that a bit too breathable, but I wonder if that's moving upwards. You're gonna grab some of this, and oh, we got more contaminated water. What is all the contaminated water nonsense going on? That's terrible, that. Does a ladder separate a room? That, I feel, is a big question. So, reports on day 6. I lost some. I made a whole bunch of calories. Travel time, power used, power wasted. We're still doing all right on power wasted. That's cool. We are keeping both of these batteries working at night so that the algae deoxidizer can continue moving. How are we on algae? Still seems okay. Got a lot of water, but the problem with the water is some of it is contaminated, so I feel like making some kind of tiled-in box might be a really good idea. Like if this was my clean water supply of whatever type. I mean, we need to filter it out, but that feels like a good plan, at least to have water. But I think maybe carving it out first might be a good idea, and also giving myself some more algae. This oxygen might be boosting things. Barely breathable on the way up. I think I want to make some gas permeable tiles eventually. Pneumatic doors are interesting. I'm still not fully certain of what's going on there. What is this exclamation point here? Oh, that's just toggle red alert. Never mind. Do not care. But we are making our meals, so we're getting to that. Research is on its way. Good. Not quite ready to break more into this area. I'm only cutting this out because I kind of want to make a water tank. Whoa, he just fell down. And use up some of this algae, of which we will probably need. Meantime, you know, that's just clearing more barely breathable oxygen over here. Griff needs to run across and learn to breathe again. Get breathing. It might be a good idea to stick at 5 duplicates for now. I mean, we do have a compost bin and an outhouse, so that's great. Unbreathable carbon dioxide is down here at the bottom. I feel like a carbon dioxide tank might be the best idea, but doing that and carving that out is a bit of a pain. So part of me wants to move that water first to over here. I can't really do anything plumbing wise, no, and utilities is dead, so coming in on the research, 17 of 20, so 3 more and we're there, and then we're at liquid piping. So I mean, liquid piping is great, but what I'd really like to do is have a nice tank for storing and popping all of the water in and out of. I hope. So that'll be interesting, because digging this entire bit out will sort of suck, but hopefully I can get to that. Slowly but surely. Meantime, this is pumping all this delicious breathable gas into right here. Does it seem to be getting past this area? Difficult to say. Lots of algae. Good. Pleased with that. Don't know who I'm kidding. Because I feel like I can build a tile wall out this way. From this ladder. And we can dig these. So we'll slowly start making this giant bin of clean water, which I hope it will be full of clean water. It might take a while to filter it all through, but I feel like we'll get there. This algernator. Research complete. Open research. Power regeneration? Power switch, large battery, interior decorating, mess table. I think probably gas piping for the green will be the best bet. But this has given me lots of things for the pumps. Liquid pipe and liquid vent. I feel like a liquid vent coming in up here is probably a good idea. Yep. Just to, you know, just to begin. So we'll have a liquid pipe coming in from the top, which we can get to, and then when we can work with that. And then once we dig down, which is going to be our next step, once this is built, then I'll start digging down. Once we start digging down, then we can build a liquid pump down at the bottom. So, you know, the infrastructure is there to start using this area as one giant water holder, which we'll get to. You know, it's because there's water up there as well, just in case of. Most of my storage units, all my storage units aren't fully full just yet, but again, I'm not entirely certain how much, where was that sentence going? How much more storage I will need. So here's a 4. Tile down here. There we go. Still moving. Alright, so these guys were really just digging out this huge, huge area right now. Breathable gas is 976. So this is moving out here. Yeah, 415, 418. It's difficult to say whether that's getting there. Whether this, the air that's being pumped out right here. And I'm trying to keep an eye on my algae production, or my algae amounts at least. So yeah, this is going to be a place where I put non-contaminated water, I hope. Worst case scenario, dismiss message. Worst case scenario, if any contaminated water gets in my big water tank, I'll just bring it back out. You know, does that make sense? So it looks like we can get to the end of cycle 7 in this particular half-hour stuff. And I did say I did stream this game one night for a while, and I don't know. Did it seem all that interesting? Maybe. If you like this kind of thing, maybe. Griff was saying that he didn't like it. Jeff loves it. So perhaps we'll get Geoff watching a little bit of this and trying to give me some pointers as to what I should do next, because he plays an awful lot of this, and I only play a little tiny bit. Meantime, I'd really like to just kind of dig all this out, then I'll have a nice big area, and this will slowly be the area that all the water is going to be in. Pretty sure I can reach that. They should be able to reach that from the tile. Now, is it best to have it next to and then start worrying about permeable tile? Yeah, this is kind of a waste of space. Wait. Deconstruct? No. X? Yeah. And then I'll put the tile here. And then we can deconstruct this. There. Because that way, that gives me one more tile over here, and then this will still allow the water to get through. I'm fine with that. Alright, so then that will allow some of the algae to start, yeah, this algae oxygen to start moving around a little bit better. I don't know if the brightness kind of throws me off because it changes the color of the background oxygen. Oh dear. No power. Oh. Electrical wire. There, let's get that back. Yeah, look at how much power is going places. Woo! Fabricate. Okay. So the next thing I should probably do, I feel like I want to bring this all the way down. Like, and have this just be a huge water tank. This is just what this is going to be. issue there is I'll probably need to have access to it up top. But can we just crank out a little bit of it? Maybe? Dunno. Okay. Yeah, look at you guys go. Well done. The next thing I need... Yeah. Well, we'll dig that out, and then we'll continue working on the... We'll continue working on the big gullet of water. I am producing an awful lot of oxygen, which is awesome. Putting oxygen back in. Calorie generation is phenomenal. The stress levels are... Ooh, Mo is slightly stressed. Interrupted sleep, tired, holding breath. Hopefully that will change. Fabricate a little bit of this, but that should be good for now. And, yeah. So, leave me a comment down below. Send me an email, ziggityzig@gmail.com. You can follow me on Twitter at ziggityzig. Stay tuned.